welcome back to Lecarde Chronicles 2. We are finally inside the first real dungeon of the game.
It's a house.
So the first thing we're gonna do is look at that statue, right?
We could, but we've already done that, and it didn't turn out so well.
Hidden walls.
Yeah, there's a bunch of hidden walls all over the place, but they're usually pretty easy to figure out where they are. Because they always end up leading to something. There's not, like, stuff that's just hidden in a wall. So just look for a place where there's probably a door, and you'll find it.
Does this game pull the trick of that any of them are required?
To get the best ending, yes. But if you're just, like, playing through it, no.
Oh, okay.
To get the best ending, you have to vandalize a whole lots of stuff.
It's all Satan masonry. No one cares about that.
Oh, so this place is dirty as fuck. Holy shit. All these cobwebs. And cob ghosts.
Lobster, you were there for the first one where they hung the maid, right? You saw that.
I don't remember that.
Somebody left their ectoplasm all over the floor.
So, these enemies inflict curse, which basically halves your attack power. And that's annoying, but it's not as bad as any of the other status effects, so if you're hit with it, there's really only one spot in the game where it will actually screw you over.
What a terrible night to go for a walk.
No comment.
Okay.
What weirdo keeps hand statues?
Yeah, I know, I don't get it. Like, you'd think it would be like real hands, but no, they're stone hands. Like, is he like one of those poser necromancers that don't want to deal with zombies, so they make like ones out of magic? You know, the Zambies?
No, he's got the same fetish as Kira, clearly.
I don't want to touch dead people.
But there'd be more cats. I don't see no cats.
Was there a cat enemy later in this game?
Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not sure. I don't think there is.
Magic zombies is like the veggie burger of zombies.
Giant fish.
I
want to see the giant fish.
Oh, there's no way that actually exists. It's just a rumor. I mean, seriously, yeah, skeletons and whatever, but a giant fish? No, that'd be dumb.
There is such a thing as a giant fish. It's called a whale.
I still can't get over the tracksuit skeleton. Why did you...
Hey, you interrupted him during his nightly jog.
I just don't understand.
The skeleton needs to keep fit, too.
I don't know about you, but that doesn't count as jogging. Gotta work on my glutes.
Competitive bone tossing is a pretty major sport in the skeleton inner circles.
Yeah, I can see that. But what about those skeletons that can throw like more than one bone at a time? Did they score those differently? Or are they just born with an unnatural advantage?
No, that's called cheating, and they're disqualified.
But that's a large segment of the population of skeletons that you're excluding.
Too bad, they have to sign up for the two-bone division. And this mansion has a lot of fucking bust.
Oh, the crappy bridge that we crossed?
Hey, that bridge was doing pretty well until, like, meteors fell on it. So, you know.
Oh yeah, someone dumped a bunch of cheese balls on the bridge, and that messed it up a bit.
So here's our first number puzzle. We have to figure out what the code for this is, and our hint is birth and death. Now, if you notice, in this whole area, there was only two places where dates were mentioned, which was the grave of the Servigny Lord and the building date of the bridge. So, if we add them together...
You'll find out the combination to my match luggage.
We get a blue necklace. What does the blue necklace do?
The blue necklace gives you 50% resistance to curse. It's basically as useless as it sounds.
So, it nullifies it, but not all the time.
Yeah, you're now more resistant. Now it's 1 in 2 chance of getting hit with curse instead of 3 in 4. It's dumb. Like, the only actual necklace you want is the one that blocks weakness. And maybe poison.
What are the odds that this entire game is just one big allegory for, like, staying healthy and not get sick?
See, I could see that, but Lecarde also drinks weird vials that fall out of the sky, so... I feel like you'd have to work a bit for it.
Oh, this looks like a boss stage.
Ah, and here's the fight with Count Servigny. Oh, hi. Not. Plant Dracula! It's Plant Dracula!
Oh no, he's the weed Dracula.
Yeah, so if you get cursed, you do half damage, so now everything takes longer. But the issue with this boss fight is kind of the opposite of the tree, actually, because for most of it, he literally just stands in place, as seen here.
He's got some interesting attacks, and I think this is the first boss we've seen that doesn't have a perfect pattern.
He's technically random, because he can choose between 3 different things to do.
Oh, those are fast.
When you get him under half health, he basically doubles his speed. The falling rocks go faster.
He's got a lot of those cheese balls stored up in the attic.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they are cheap. You can get them in bulk.
The issue with this fight, though, is that, like, the hyperspeed mode really only affects the little bramble balls he throws, because everything else is dodged exactly the same way. Oh yeah, he can also throw bats at you, and those are dodged simply by guessing where the sine wave is going to end up before it gets to you.
Now your weed plantation is mine.
Yeah, that could have been better executed, I feel.
Yeah, like, there was something there, but the issue is, like, he just stands in place and only has, like, 3 attacks, so there's not really that much to him.
But hey, now you got the Air Jordans.
Now where's the hoop I can dunk in?
So now we have a very tiny double jump. We can now explore places that normally we couldn't get to, like the little wall in the basement. Though unfortunately you can't use the double jump to, like, air recover out of attacks, because that would be nice. Oh, and here's our challenge, is these pointy spikes.
Which you got hit by anyway.
Yeah, the hitbox on them is kind of weird.
I think you walked into them.
Potato, potato.
Potato, big
What?
movie thing.
Spike the sparkle.
Yeah, once you get beyond, like, 200 gold, it changes from, like, sacks of gold to just precious gems.
What you
But
get?
that's really all
I
you
forgot.
actually want to go down here for, is just more money.
Oh.
Oh, I guess that's it for that place.
Yeah. I mean, you don't really want to watch backtracking all the way back over here.
Not with that old man jog you got. Literally, he looks like a senior citizen going out for a jog.
I always got power walk out of it more than senior citizen, but...
He's
I can
gonna
see it.
enter the walking races, right?
And now we have the whirlwind attack from the last game. It's...
It looks stupid.
I mean, this doesn't make any sense now that he, like, doesn't have the whip anymore. But I guess the only thing it's really good for is blocking projectiles.
And wearing out your arm.
I mean, it looks like it could be useful if there's a bunch of bats around you, but...
Yeah, that's kind of like the only way, but even now, like, it's only in that circle, so it's not that useful. We'd have to upgrade it before it actually did anything helpful.
Okay, so are we in a different forest?
Getting poison resistance?
Yeah, there's a bunch of spiders up ahead. This is where that actually comes up.
Oh boy.
So yeah, like that's like the only thing you want to buy.
Who put their pillars with the fire on them in shallow water? That's what I want to know.
Eh, why not? And oh look, it's a vine you can't climb. Guess there's no coming back after this.
And now it's raining.
And now there are crows of unusual size.
Ah, big bird.
The Black Vulture, my nemesis. Oh shit.
I'm sorry, that death animation. That was something else.
Well, this is my life now.
What are you doing?
See, if you enter and exit areas in here, sometimes you can change the time. Other times you can't. Because there's a specific thing that happens here if you come back at dawn, but that's not happening. I haven't actually figured out the time system in this game because it just kind of seems to change whenever it feels like.
Yeah, why do the big crows rotate off screen but the small ones just fall?
That's how you know they're so heavy. They're unbalanced, so they just start rolling around.
They're full of meat.
The airhead is poisonous. It's not that bad. Actually, yes it is.
Ooh. Ooh, it's smelly over there. So what, you gotta come back with a gas mask?
Yeah, probably. Either that or 100% poison resistance. Maybe we'll find it in this cave.
Is that even possible?
Probably. I mean, it's an RPG, they usually give you an ability to get away from side effects. But there's more of those bramble vines, so we can't climb it. If only we had some gardening gloves or something. We really should have searched that castle more before we left.
Or maybe an 8-foot vertical leap, I don't know.
That'd be an interesting power to have in this game.
Gardener's gloves.
That and the 8-foot vertical leap.
Well, didn't Richter have that?
I think he did.
You just had to press up and down and then up and jump, and you'd go flying.
Oh, this crow's messing you up.
See, this is why you don't get rid of the axe in this area. Bad things happen if you do.
Alright, get out of here.
Oh, yeah, there is a cat. It's a Black Panther.
Oh no, the birds!
Run from bird!
Man, get away from that murder of crows.
You know, I'm starting to see why, like, this region in France is so shitty. Like, no one can get over here because they have to keep climbing ropes.
Makes you limber.
Sorrel Cemetery, huh? That sounds interesting.
Oh, yeah, I always like hanging out in the cemetery. That's how I got this cool slide. Check it out.
So here's our shop, and this is why you don't really want to buy anything if you can help it.
Everything's really expensive.
You don't want to buy potions or anything like that, because you want to save up money for the weapon upgrades, because otherwise these areas get really annoying. It's the same problem that affected his first few games, where if you didn't have the right weapon, fighting anything was a huge pain in the ass.
What was his first few games?
The Haunted Castle series, which is like Castlevania 4 and Simon's Quest on DOS. They were not good.
So you're gonna play those next, right?
If I could get them to run, no.
Just no either way.